Hey, what's going on, and welcome to another episode of Colby Yak Fishing. Today we have a special video for you, and I think you know why, because you saw that we're doing a giveaway. This is my buddy Bryce, and we're going to get into the best fall lures that we think are good for fall time bass fishing. Stay tuned. Like we said, this is a giveaway video, so make sure you stay tuned to the very end of the video where you will see the instructions on how to get these lures. Also, if you want to check out the description below, there'll be information full in detail on how to enter into this contest and win. But before we get into this, I want to introduce you to my buddy Bryce. He is one of the co-founders.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Co-founders of Carve Co. Outdoors. Do you want to talk a little bit about your company?
Carve Co. Outdoors is our company. My fiance and I founded it and put it together. We're tired of expensive fishing lures. As everyone knows, lures are pretty expensive. And we're trying to get into cheaper and finding cheaper ways for lures and substitutes and whatnot. We also introduced a used category, so we can sell you used lures so you're not paying full price. And all of our used lures are very nice and very almost new, like new. So.
All right, cool. And one of my favorite spots on the carveco.com, that's carve-co.com website, is the antique section, which is a pretty cool little antique lure section.
Yeah.
How did you come across those?
So we came across several auctions on eBay that we really liked. I actually had a buddy of mine sell them to me, and we're planning on, it's kind of a pitch almost, we have a friend of ours that's going to be giving us thousands of lures from antiques, all in new boxes, all in everything. So hopefully we'll be seeing those pretty soon, and y'all will get to see them as well.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, let's get into the lures that we feel like are the best for fall fishing. All right, the first lure that we're going to go with is the jig. You can pretty much catch a fish on a jig year round, so why not include it in your fall box for your favorite lures. This jig is the Trash Master Jig. It's like a kind of a bluegill color.
Yeah.
And that's typically what you're trying to emulate with different types of lures, right? You're emulating the forage that's found within the ponds. And some species that live in ponds will actually change colors depending on the time of year. Sorry for the wind. They'll change colors depending on the time of the year, and but bluegill pretty much stay bluegill year long. All right, so lure number 2. Let you talk about it.
So here we got the bait ball. This is by Live Target. These things are fantastic. They imitate just a bunch of little fish, and with bass, if they see a bunch of little fish and then one big fish like this bait ball has, they will immediately go after that big fish. It has a very sticky hook on it. This is a fantastic bait. It has a very nice spinner in the middle. Fantastic. Love it.
Awesome. All right, for lure number 3, we have the red crawfish colored Rapala Lipless crankbait. That was a mouthful there.
It was.
So these lipless crankbaits have rattles in them, and it's the crawdad color that's going to be the color of the crawdad or the crawfish or the crayfish, depending on what part of the region of the world you're in. And it's in that reddish orangey color. A rip and wrap, I mean, classic Rapala crankbait for the lipless variety. You can throw it out in, clear water, dirty water, makes a ton of noise. Gives you that fun little wow, 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 wow on the end of your rod that, a lot of people like when they're fishing, and just a really solid bait for fall. All right, for our 4th lure, there you go, buddy.
We got the Storm Jerkbait. Now these are classic jerkbaits. It has a bit of a bigger bill on it, so you can be diving down deeper to that middle water column, but you can still use it in the shallows. It'll be running against that bottom like a bait fish looking for food. These things are fantastic. Once again, it's a silver color. Bass love silver colors because that's what color shad are right now. So it's just plain and simple awesome. Looks good. Probably tastes good.
Probably.
Yeah, hopefully not. Jerkbait. It's fantastic.
Awesome. So that's going to do it for the lures that we have in the box. But I know what you're thinking. Didn't I see 5 somewhere in the thumbnail or in the description or in the title of the video? And in fact, yes, you did. So here is where the instructions for the contest come in. What you are going to do in order to win this box of lures, you are going to go to carve-co.com and search through their website to find a lure that you want for fall fishing. And then you are going to take that name of the lure and you're going to drop it into the comment section of this video, and we will randomly choose one person to win not only these lures, but the lure that you also chose from the website. So again, just to reiterate, because you know I'm a teacher and we have to say things over and over again because sometimes you don't pay attention. So here it is. Pay attention. You go to carve-co.com. You pick out a lure that you think is going to catch fish in the fall. Can be any lure that you choose. Just stay away from that antique side, right?
Yeah.
Stay away from the antique. So any lure, new or used, that you think are going to be best for fall, then leave that lure in the comments below and we will select a random person to get these lures and also the lure that you chose in the comments, and we'll ship this box with the lure that you chose for free. Make sure though that you are a subscriber, because if you're not a subscriber to the channel, then what's the purpose of us doing this, right?
That's right.
So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you've enjoyed meeting my buddy Bryce here. We're gonna have a lot of cool stuff coming out in the future, and make sure keep those lines tight. So we just got done wrapping up filming and decided to bust some of the lures out. And you know, just happened to get this guy on the jig, like we said, was something that fish are going to bite all year long, especially in the fall. Make sure you go to carve-co.com and get you some of these lures if you're not one of the winners. But let's get this guy back in the water. All right, Big Mama. Show was fun. There she goes.